Hello there, my loyal subjects. My name's Queen Phangirl. Now, it has always been an amazing experience to be part of the PH fandom, the Dan and Phil fandom. It's always been an amazing thing for me. I guess you could say I'm quite new to the fandom. I only discovered them a couple of years ago, but I do not regret watching them because they're two of the most amazing people. They're two of the most amazing, funny people on YouTube, in my personal opinion, and just they're amazing. If you haven't watched them, I don't know why you wouldn't have then. Go now, children. What are you doing? But yeah, it has always been a great thing to be a PH fangirl. I'm gonna refer to it as that, okay? PH fangirl. It's always been a great thing to be a fangirl, but more recently, I think it's just so much stuff has happened, and I'm so happy for them, and I'm so happy for us as a community because it's great. First of all, Dan has started uploading more regularly. I know, shock horror. I think it's kind of a joke in the fandom about how Dan updates very irregularly, but obviously that was because of the whole tour and everything. Now he's back to normal, and he's actually posting things, and it's like, whoa. We are blessed. I mean, Phil was always posting stuff, to be fair, so. I mean, you thought that the memes going around the internet that Daniel returning and posting videos to us would be good, but no, there's more. The Amazing Tour is not on fire. That happened, and I didn't actually get to go and see it, which really sucked, but lots of people did. This isn't just about me, this is about all fangirls everywhere, and why it's great to be any fangirl, not just me, because it is fantabulous to be me right now, let me tell you. Lots of people got to go and see it, and from what I've seen, it looks like an amazing experience. I mean, I love the fact that we are in a world right now that YouTubers can go on tours and they can I love it so much, I've forgotten what words are. What are words? Somebody tell me, what are words? I can't even. I don't know how long ago, but maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that would not have happened. It's only been recently, there was the wave of YouTubers bringing out books, and there's the wave of YouTubers going on tours, and I love it. I love that there is that level of interactivity with us as the audience, because it reminds us that they're people sometimes, I think, and you get to meet the people, and they get to have fun doing these amazing things. And that's great. My next point stems on from The Amazing Tour is Not on Fire. The fact that they have got a documentary film thing out about it. I'm flipping out inside. But it's on YouTube Red, I believe. I may be wrong, don't kill me. It's on YouTube Red, which you can't get in the UK. But once again, it's not about me, it's about all the fangirls, so everyone in the lucky countries can watch it. Next is DAPGO. I don't want to call it Dan and Phil Go Outdoors. I don't want to call it Dan and Phil Go Outdoors because DAPGO is so much more satisfying. Say it with me on 3. 1, 2, 3. DAPGO. Wasn't that satisfying? If you didn't say it, then that's really sad. That's just me sat alone in the room shouting DAPGO. DAPGO. I got some money for my birthday, and I was looking at things to buy on the internet, and I saw this thing by Dan and Phil, because I was looking up Dan and Phil merchandise, you know, as you do when you have money. I was looking at Dan and Phil merchandise, and I saw this book, and I was like, I didn't know this was happening. But it's by Dan and Phil, and you know, I want to support them and give them my money. Just take it. So I pre-ordered the book, and I don't know when it's arriving, sometime soon, I hope. But yeah, the book should be arriving soon, because I pre-ordered it. And it was only a while later that I actually found out what Dan and Phil Go Outdoors was. And they've got another book. And it makes me happy because I never actually spoke to you guys about The Amazing Books Not on Fire, which was a beautiful, beautiful thing. But yeah, more books, it's great. And finally, more recent news, because everything I've been talking about has kind of been happening over the past couple of months, let's say. This is recent. The internet is here. See, I have a friend who She actually got me into Dan and Phil. Shout out to Maria. Blondie Girl, I'll put a link in the description to her channel. That's what I'll do. Yeah. Blondie Girl introduced me to Dan and Phil. She was like, you must watch these people. And so I went and watched these people. She hadn't actually watched The Internet Is Here. And I was dying inside because when I watched it, you know, I liked it. I mean, I'm not obsessed with the song or anything. Not at all. I immediately went and bought it because, I mean, as well as it being Dan and Phil singing, I'll get to that later, as well as the fact that Dan and Phil are singing, it's for a really good cause, obviously, so I went over to iTunes and I bought it. Back to Dan and Phil singing. Viewer, do you see the emotion on my face? They're not professional singers, but it sounded so good. It was like my babies who are older than me. My babies on the internet singing. It made me so happy. You can ask any one of my friends who was there whilst I was watching it. I was crying, laughing, and hyperventilating at the same time. I wish I was joking. I honestly think I cannot remember getting as excited over, well, I'm not going to say over anything because, I mean, it's me. When the new series of Sherlock comes out, I'm going to be doing the same thing. But there were literal tears in my eyes. I was laughing, but I was having trouble laughing because I was having trouble breathing because that song, it's so beautiful. I think half of the fact that it's so beautiful is because it's Dan and Phil. I mean, and anything they do has to be beautiful. In conclusion, right now is a great time to be a fangirl. I mean, it always has been, but there's just so much stuff happening in the moment. And I'm just... Dan and Phil have been, honestly, two of my biggest inspirations, and it's like, I'm happy that they get this, that this is what their lives are, because I think so many people happy, and I think they deserve to get some of that happiness back through the tours and the song and the other book and through everything. So if you're not a fangirl, if you're not part of the fandom, then you're missing out on a hell of a lot. My name's Queen Phangirl. I hope you've enjoyed.